Oh, you thought Meghan Markle was done surprising us? Think again. Just when the internet thought it had seen it all, Meghan found a new way to get everyone talking, and not in the good way. This time, it wasn't about politics, charities, or even a red carpet appearance. Nope, it was about pasta. Picture this. Meghan standing in her kitchen, wearing a crisp white designer shirt, dripping in nearly £250,000 worth of jewelry, casually cooking a Mediterranean dinner, for one. At first glance, you'd think, oh, maybe it's some bougie influencer trying too hard. But no, this wasn't parody. This was Meghan in full production mode, stirring spaghetti with Princess Diana's Cartier watch glistening on her wrist. That watch, by the way, isn't just a fancy accessory. It's worth nearly £18,000 and carries deep royal sentiment. Add to that her gold love bracelet, which, plot twist, was a gift from her ex-husband Trevor, and you start to see why people were raising eyebrows. This wasn't just pasta night, this looked like a performance. And let's be real, nobody's saying you can't wear jewelry while cooking. But when you're showing off heirlooms and luxury gifts while promoting a failing lifestyle brand pretending you're relatable, the optics crumble fast. People weren't buying it, literally and figuratively. Especially when she's flashing that engagement ring, but cooking solo with Harry nowhere in sight. The internet noticed. Oh, it noticed. Now here's where it gets juicier. Meghan's been appearing solo more and more often. Her birthday came and went. No post from Harry, no sweet pictures, no couple PDA. Just Meghan, front and center, all by herself. And people close to the couple are whispering that things are getting tense behind the scenes. Sources say Meghan hasn't shown Harry much public support, especially during his recent drama with the Sintabali charity. Meanwhile, Harry hasn't been anywhere near Meghan's latest project, as ever, her supposed new lifestyle brand. And let's just say, it's not looking great. Reports claim it's drowning in debt, losing money left and right, and even facing lawsuits from vendors who haven't been paid. If you ask me, that's not a lifestyle brand, that's a slow-motion car crash. And instead of leaning on each other, Harry and Meghan look like they're doing the opposite. Meghan's out here posing with fruit baskets while her business collapses, and Harry, he can't even be bothered to fake a supportive tweet. And here's the kicker, everyone knows Harry is the real draw. Meghan's brand, it only works when it's attached to Harry and that royal bloodline he walked away from. That's the bitter truth. Without him, her projects lose whatever thin layer of relevance they had left. This pasta video wasn't just about cooking. It was Meghan's desperate way of saying, look at me, I'm still thriving. But the timing couldn't have been worse. Right when whispers of a split were circling, this video drops. Meghan's brand is floundering. Harry's charities are collapsing. And neither of them is making the slightest effort to support the other. No posts, no denials. Just cold, awkward silence. And about that bracelet? The symbolism isn't lost on anyone. Cartier's love bracelet is designed to be screwed on and off. It's old school, like a modern-day chastity belt. Meghan's still wearing it, a gift from her ex. While her marriage looks like it's in meltdown mode, that's not just weird. That's intentional, and let's not pretend the business stuff is any better. Insiders working with Meghan's new venture as ever are spilling the tea, and honey, it is brutal. They're talking about chaos, mismanagement, and zero leadership. Vendors haven't been paid, supply chains never secured, millions wasted on PR while the basics were ignored. One insider even said the brand is already on life support. And honestly, it shows. From the outside, it looks less like a real company and more like a glittery illusion meant to trick people into thinking it's legitimate. Think about it. One day it's American Riviera Orchard, then suddenly it's rebranded into As Ever. A total flip, new name, new products, no plan. Meghan even scrambled to release a video after trademark filings leaked, like she got caught and needed to make it look intentional. That's not strategy, that's panic. And what about Netflix? You'd think with all the money and hype they've poured into Meghan and Harry, they'd at least try to help. But nope, her new products weren't even featured in their latest show. No clever placements, no marketing tie-ins, nothing. Just silence. If Netflix believed in this brand, they'd be pushing it hard. Instead, they dumped the episodes and walked away quietly. That says it all. Even the Kardashians weren't impressed. Meghan sent Khloe a product basket, obviously fishing for a celeb cosign. What did Khloe do? She posted a photo with 0 tags, 0 captions, 0 hype. Just a bare minimum acknowledgement. And the fact that Meghan still reposted it, adding her own caption like it was some big endorsement, that screams desperation. Now let's talk about Meghan's mom, Doria Ragland. Remember when Doria was everywhere, smiling with the Kardashians, showing up in glossy posts, even stealing a little of Meghan's shine? Yeah, well, poof. She's vanished. At one point, Doria almost seemed like the secret weapon, more photogenic, more effortless, and honestly more likable than Meghan herself. But now, total silence. No appearances, no cameos, nothing. And rumor has it, Meghan wasn't too thrilled about being upstaged in her own campaigns. It's a pattern with Meghan. People fade from her orbit the moment they draw too much attention. Friends, family, business partners, it doesn't matter. Once the spotlight threatens to move, they disappear. That's the recurring theme, and Doria's sudden absence speaks volumes. Meanwhile, Harry's world isn't exactly stable either. His beloved Chintabali charity? A total mess. He hadn't even visited the kids the charity supports in over 6 years. 6 years. Then there's African Parks, another project he's proudly attached to, but instead of inspiring work, it's been rocked by horrifying allegations of abuse against indigenous communities, abuse allegedly committed by employees. And Harry? Silent. Completely silent. His name is still propping up these organizations even as the scandals pile up. Once upon a time, Harry was the golden boy, Diana's son, the prince who walked behind her coffin, the soldier turned humanitarian. But now, that glow is fading, fast. Even his most cherished initiative, the Invictus Games, is wobbling. What was once celebrated as a powerful support system for veterans is now being slammed as a vanity project. Reports say over 2,000 veterans and affiliates have walked away in the past 2 years, fed up with the lack of transparency, support, and growth. And when the very people the games were built for are walking out, that's not just a PR problem, that's a collapse. Veterans are openly saying they feel used, that Harry shows up for the red carpets, the staged speeches, the photo ops with Meghan in designer dresses, but not for the grind, not for the actual follow-up support. It's become predictable. Every time divorce rumors flare, Harry and Meghan conveniently stage a dramatic kiss or hand-holding moment at one of these events, like it's scripted damage control. And the veterans? They're tired of being props in a PR campaign. And while Harry's charities crumble, Meghan's pattern is becoming almost laughably predictable. She launches something, big fanfare, big headlines. Then when the cracks show, silence. She vanishes. Podcasts, children's books, documentaries, lifestyle brands, name it. And Meghan has rushed it out, hyped it to the heavens, and then quietly backed away when things got complicated. She wants the applause without the grind, the headlines without the sleepless nights. And when it starts to fall apart, she ditches it and jumps to the next shiny idea. Even their own nonprofit Archewell hasn't escaped the chaos. They donated over $50,000 to a group whose founder was accused of holding anti-Israel views. That isn't just bad optics, it screams lack of due diligence. Running a foundation means research, responsibility, and accountability. But rushing headfirst without checking the basics? That's been the story of Meghan's ventures from the start. Then there's Harry's wreath stunt. On a significant anniversary, he arranged for a memorial wreath to be laid in the UK, after the King and Queen had already left the event. To the public, it looked less like respect and more like a calculated jab. A bid to grab headlines while pretending it was about honor. And when nobody noticed? Suddenly the story was leaked to a friendly reporter, framed as if Harry's gesture had been some huge deal. But instead of admiration, it left people rolling their eyes. It felt manipulative. And if there's one thing the public hates, it's being manipulated. Now here's the bigger picture. Everything around them is collapsing at once. Meghan's lifestyle brand is struggling. Harry's charities are falling apart. Their Netflix deal is shaky. Their public goodwill vanishing by the day. Insiders whisper that their last hope might be Meghan's upcoming holiday Netflix special. But even that is already being mocked online. Early clips have gone viral for all the wrong reasons. AI creators are parodying the awkward monologues, the empty kitchen sets, even voodoo dolls popping up in fan edits. The whole thing feels less like a polished production and more like a Saturday Night Live skit. The pasta video wasn't just bad optics, it was a metaphor. Meghan alone in a glossy kitchen, dressed in couture, wearing relics from her past, stirring noodles for one. It's the picture of luxury loneliness. And whether intentional or not, it sent one loud message to the world. Something is seriously wrong in that household. The big question now is, what comes next? Another rebrand? Another desperate PR push? Or will the whispers about a breakup finally become more than whispers? One thing's for sure, when it comes to Meghan and Harry, the drama never ends.